Let's make it a good day.
Today, did Broadway producers originally want Lady Gaga for the Funny Girl revival? A juicy new article spills the stage tea. Then, they've become friends of our show. Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks are back to talk about the new season of You Bet Your Life. And Chef Justin Sutherland is live in our studio, opening up about his horrifying boating accident over the summer and his brand new projects. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Jason Show. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for spending a little bit of it with us. I'm Jace. I love them. I love you. Hi, everybody. Please keep that love going. Keep that love going and say hello to my good friend. It's Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm great.
I know. Okay. That's fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Hello.
Oh, that was so exciting.
I know.
Heart
Hello.
palpitations.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. There's lots of Apple-related goodies in the other studio, so
I know.
I've been indulging.
Can I tell you, you would think that right before the show, we'd be like, oh, let's get ready. Let's get a microphone. Let's say hello to our lovely audience. Yeah. Not Kendall. No. Right before, and I mean 5 seconds before we went on the air, like just 20 seconds ago, Kendall's sitting here, and she goes, Addie, who's our social media genius, she goes, Addie, go in the other studio and get me a turnover.
I said get us a turnover.
Yeah, so Addie runs to the other studio to get a turnover. They look delicious. Jeff, Addie, can you bring it over here?
Yeah, she looks pretty fabulous today, so you
Addie's
definitely should be on camera.
That
Thank
is
you.
quite delicious.
Look at our turnover.
Look at that. Thank you, Addie.
Thank you, Addie.
There goes Addie.
Look at our turnover.
There goes Addie, just kind of scampers away there. Yeah.
We're going to split it because we also had a donut. And there's apples.
Thank you, Leo, for that extreme close-up of the turnover.
Thank God
Thank
my
you.
nails look
Yeah.
good.
That what kind is that?
I don't know, apple turnover.
Apple? Well,
There was an apple segment on Good Day.
What do you,
so
I don't know what kind of turnover. There's other turnovers, not just apple.
there were lots of apple-related things in there, and so the assumption is apple.
Got it. There's raspberry turnovers. There's cherry
Blueberry.
turnovers. Blueberry. Yeah, I just didn't know
Huckleberry.
what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, are you gonna?
Peach. What?
I did feel like Forrest Gump there. Yeah. We have Baja shrimp and coconut shrimp. And
Hi.
Did you? Do you want to enjoy it now while I do the show, or are you gonna wait during the commercial?
Jason, my boss, Mary Mim Davy.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. She does not like when we indulge too much on TV, so I'm going to save it for the hot dish. While you're talking, I'll eat it while no one's looking.
Oh, perfect. That sounds like a great plan. That sounds like a great plan. Yeah. Tell the folks. Okay. Speaking of our boss, our president, Mary Mim Davy, who's out of the office today, so we can say whatever we want.
Yep.
She would lose her mind.
Yes.
If we did what a lot of people are doing on the internet. Tell the folks about that survey. Listen to this.
Okay, so this is from Barstool Sports, so like
take it with a grain of salt.
But apparently one of the top places people are spending their money online right now, you think like Amazon, eBay, Walmart, top shopping experiences, right? Number 2 was OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Number 2. Forget
over everything else, over Target, over
Goldbelly.
Macy's. Yes.
Macy's.
Yes, forget them all.
Walmart.
Yes.
They're
over that.
spending their money on OnlyFans.
Amazon, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Now, again, I couldn't confirm any of this other than with Barstool Sports. But yes, OnlyFans, which brings us to anybody at home going, what is that? Jason, I'm going to just let you.
Oh, well, basically, it's people can buy like subscriptions to your own network.
Yes.
So you can do whatever you want. You can look in the camera and muse about whatever. You can, to be blunt, you can have nookie if you want to. You can show your body if you want to. You can have people request what they want you to do.
Yes.
Like they could email you and say, I would really like you to dress up like a pirate and vacuum. And you dress up like a pirate and you vacuum.
And you get paid.
And you get paid a lot of money. Like thousands of dollars a month.
Did you say Denise Richards makes a ton of money on this?
She makes
now?
millions of dollars on that.
Go figure.
Could you imagine if we went up to Mim and said, Mim, we want to start a side hustle. We want to be on OnlyFans.
We forget the mugs.
Yeah,
it's fine. We won't
they had
do
a
that.
fit when I mentioned. They had a fit when I mentioned Cameo, and that's just me going, "Hi, Aunt Wanda." You know what I mean?
Happy birthday!
I had my clothes on when I did it, so thank God, no one wants to pay for that.
I'm gonna let you approach the topic of OnlyFans, and I'll just be waiting in the wings like this.
Yeah, I'll be in that. Yeah, well, that'll be a very short
By the end of the show.
That'll be a very short meeting. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go.
My little app. Take that out of the shot.
I know. Satchels of gold. It was a debut night on Dancing with the Stars last night, and for the first time this season, it's time to return for the return of America's favorite game. What was Tyra Banks wearing? Let's look at this.
And now, please welcome your host, Tyra Banks.
Welcome to our premiere party on Disney Plus.
I can't. And that is about when I turned it off. Right there. I'm actually not joking. The show debuted for the first time on Disney Plus, and Alfonso Ribeiro is Tyra's co-host for the season. And I know a thing or two about television. You watch the eyes of people to see how they really feel. And I was watching Tyra, and I just kind of got the impression that she's like, I didn't really want a co-host situation. But I said this last year. I have liked her. This isn't a rail on Tyra. I have honestly liked her in other projects. But I'm also just telling you how I feel. I do not like her on this show. There is something about her that just with this show, I'm not joking when I said it a few seconds ago. I stopped watching. Right after that intro, it's just, just have Alfonso host it. And I don't understand why Disney has to see the research. The research has been reported that it's not good. People don't like her on the show. I don't understand it. I just don't understand why she's still the host.
And I get why you take risks. They were wanting to do something new, something exciting, blah, 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 blah. But clearly it's not working, as you said. It's just not right. America's Next Top Model, fantastic,
She's
obviously.
Great.
But
I even liked the Tyra Banks show, her daytime show. That was great. I mean,
Right.
for you youngins, just Google it. But yeah, I loved it. I like her in other things for what, you know why, and this is it. I do know why. I'm acting like I don't know why. She steals focus from the contestants.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why. That really is why. Other shows, it should be about Tyra. This, even if she doesn't mean to, the focus goes right back on her.
Right.
And I don't like that.
Like you were saying, you're looking at her eye contact. Is she happy? Is she unhappy? What is she wearing? I mean, it's just not.
One of the more emotional moments from the evening, though, this was good. I did go back on the internet and watch this, was Selma Blair's dance. Yeah, Selma Blair, if you don't know, was diagnosed. This is beautiful. She was diagnosed with MS back in 2018, and the judges and viewers were moved by her performance. It really was. It was really... I knew that I would kind of tear up. I watched it this morning, and it was really, really sweet. In the end, it came down to Jason Lewis and Teresa Giudice. And the first elimination of the season, Jason went home. Mr. Sex and the City. That shocked me. Out of everyone that I thought would go home, I didn't think he would be the one to go home.
No, because I looked through the cast list too and was a surprise. Because normally people who, just a certain generationally, people that they like stay on longer. I thought maybe one of the younger folks would go.
You can, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. You can watch it right now on Disney Plus. Next in the dish, days after, you can go ahead and clap, that's fine. A little off rhythm today. Next in the dish, we'll get it going by 10:30, I swear. Next in the dish, days after Lea Michele made her Funny Girl debut on Broadway, she came down with COVID. We told you that. And now, poor Kendall had to cancel her trip to New York. But, I know. But now we're learning there just may be a curse behind the show's bad luck. According to a Juicy, this was such a good article. According to a Juicy Broadway gossiper, Sweaty Oracle.
Terrible name.
I didn't make that up. That's the name. Yeah. He said there's a reason the show has struggled. This is the article right here. Y'all have to go read it. He says producers had reached out to Lady Gaga for the lead role, but they didn't want to wait for her schedule to open up. So then they toyed with the idea of Idina Menzel. So much so that Idina allegedly tweeted about it, but then at the last minute, they're like, nope, we're going with Beanie Feldstein. And we all know what happened with that. Wasn't good. So they went from wanting Lady Gaga, passing on Lady Gaga, Idina Menzel, and then that ended mysteriously, and then Beanie left, and now we have Leah Michele.
Right.
I think Gaga would have been tremendous in this role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think? I don't think they could have paid her though. Like,
well,
that money for that show to pay Gaga.
Yeah. Well, Sweaty Banana or whatever the hell his name is.
Sweaty
That's what
Oracle.
he said. He said that they couldn't afford Gaga. He threw some shade. You know, he goes like this. He goes, look at their set.
Yeah.
It's obviously, you know, they can't afford a lot. I was like, ooh, ouch, for a Broadway show. He's like, they didn't have Gaga money, but I would love to have seen that.
So it would have been so huge.
He said also, he made a prediction, and let's see if this is true. He said, fundamentally, Funny Girl isn't a good show. This isn't me talking, and he's a Broadway guy.
Right.
Broadway. He said, fundamentally, there's a reason why most people only know one or two songs. He goes, at its core, it's not a good show. He predicts no matter who's in the lead, it's going to close very soon. It'll have a big, you know, a curiosity factor and then go away. But we'll see. Justin Sutherland, Jay Leno, Kevin Eubanks, and more. We'll be right back in a moment. Satchels of gold.
That was great.
Hi. Yesterday was all about the Queen's funeral, and Jimmy Kimmel's team wanted to see how much people actually watched. That's our late night rewind.
But what was your reaction to the photo of Harry and Meghan high-fiving over the coffin?
It's kind of wrong that that picture is out there because it looks so wrong. But I'm hoping that it was blown out of proportion and that it didn't really mean anything against the Queen.
Where'd you see the photo?
On social media.
What was your reaction to finding out that the Queen's beloved corgis are sealed up in a tomb with her?
Definitely upset. That's something that should have happened.
Were you heartbroken for the dogs, the fact that they are going to die in the tomb? And
Yes, definitely upset. Definitely heartbroken. It's a shame that the corgis had to die or have to go out like that.
And the stat that 400 people have died in line waiting to see the Queen.
Oh, yeah, I did see about that.
Where did you see that?
It was on Twitter. Yeah, I just got a notification about it, so I just saw it and was like, wow.
It just popped up on your phone?
Yeah.
And what did it say?
400, deaths while waiting to see the Queen for 14 hours or something like that, yeah.
And where did you see it?
We were in line at Disneyland for Space Mountain.
Did it ruin Space Mountain for you?
No.
What are you gonna say?
We're doomed. We're doomed as a world. We are doomed as a society because those people are walking around out there.
Yes. He weeps for humanity.
I weep for humanity. That's right. Jon Hamm is making the rounds. He was on our show last week and went on Howard Stern yesterday. Baba Booey. Hi, Howard. He talked all sorts of things, including how he first met Tom Cruise, who would eventually ask him to be in the Top Gun sequel. He was real good in it. He was real mean. John said he had just started on Mad Men and got invited to Jimmy Kimmel's house to watch football. He picks up the story. Look.
Big group of comedy writers and comics and actors and people and the rumor was going like, Tom Cruise is supposed to come by today. I'm like, no, he's not. That's what are you talking about? That's like saying Santa Claus is coming. Like, there's no way that is, and you're an idiot if you believe that. And Jimmy famously is a very big prankster. You're a fool if you think that is actually going to happen. And not only does the doorbell ring, and unmistakably it's not a Tom Cruise impersonator. It is Tom Cruise with his mom. And then I got, to say 5 words to him, and he had seen Mad Men, because he kind of was like, in a very Tom Cruise way, like very direct and intense, and I love that show. I love that show. Thanks, man. Holy cow. Like, that was a good day. That was a really good day.
Jon also talked about his love. I love this. He also admitted means you did something wrong, but he revealed that he loves the Real Housewives, especially Beverly Hills. He loves Beverly Hills. His gateway drug was New Jersey, and then it led to Beverly Hills. That's right. He talked about his friendship with Paul Rudd. They've been friends for years, and how he had to audition for Mad Men 7 times. And another takeaway that, I think people have this perception that if you're on a show like Mad Men, you're in, like, you have 4 houses and you roll around in money on your bed like Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson in Decent Proposal. That was a very 90s reference right there. But anyway, but the truth of the matter is, and he told Howard, he goes, I didn't make a lot of money at all for the first 2 seasons of Mad Men. And then in season 3, when everybody started watching, good on AMC, they renegotiated everybody's contract.
Right.
And then he ended up getting a decent salary.
Isn't that amazing, though? I mean, because you would think that's something people love. You're just making a ton of money, and these actors are like, no, because I signed these deals years in advance sometimes. So
and they lock you into 5 years.
Yeah, like those sequels we were talking about with different actresses specifically talking about how, oh yeah, I made way less than my partner because I was not as big of a star when this first came out.
Yeah. He also revealed, there's that rumor about him that...
What?
Thank you, audience. Ladies in the audience, that lady right there.
That'd be all of us, yes.
There's a rumor. I'm going to dance around this carefully.
Okay.
There's a rumor about his below region, his anatomy, that's been going around for years. And he said, he goes, it's not true. He said, that it wasn't true that he didn't wear underwear to make it more
enhanced.
Thank you. He said that he wears it every day, and he wears boxer briefs. So there we go.
Okay.
I did it. I think I did it.
I think you did.
Executive producer Jeff was having a heart attack over there. Anyway, next in the dish, Sarah Paulson has her next acting gig lined up. She will play Gwen Shamblin in an HBO, a scripted adaptation of a documentary that we all love, that one right here that you're watching, called The Way Down. It followed Gwen's rise from diet guru to basically church/cult leader. Sarah is no stranger to taking on real people. Love her. Remember, she won an Emmy for her portrayal of Marcia Clark in The People versus O.J. Simpson, and she was nominated for an Emmy for playing Nicole Wallace in Game Change. And she played Linda Tripp in the Clinton American Crime Story.
And she played Nurse Ratched. I'm sure she was real too.
I love that. Oh, she was so good in that. But this is going to be good. Here's this is an unpopular opinion in our office. The docuseries about Gwen is so good. I don't know if we need a fictional series about it. I don't know if we need a dramatization, because the docuseries is dramatic enough. Gwen Shamblin is Gwen Shamblin enough. R.I.P. But I'm just saying,
Right. Well, HBO did the what they're doing now with another show that was on Netflix with The Staircase?
The Staircase.
Yeah, and so they kind of did a dramatic retelling of that too, and people liked it.
People, meaning executive producer Jeff, liked the show. I liked The Staircase. I know. I liked the docuseries about The Staircase better. That one's on Netflix.
I was so bored by that.
Were you?
Unpopular opinions.
I get it. No, I get it. But if you haven't seen the Gwen Shamblin docuseries, Go watch it on Netflix. I'm like, yeah, not right now. I'm like chewing on HBO. I went like this, like I'm shooing a dog to go potty. Like, just, yeah, there we go. Go watch it. Not right now, watch us. Next to the dish, Jennifer Coolidge is on top of the world these days, thanks to her Emmy win for The White Lotus. But despite all that success, she's likely never going to get another spray tan. In a new interview with Allure magazine, Jennifer said prior to shooting The White Lotus, she got a spray tan. Okay, nothing big about that, because she didn't want to look like a, quote, big white marshmallow on the beach in Hawaii. Her words, not mine. But once she got on the plane for Hawaii, Jennifer said she started feeling weird. And by the time that they landed, she ended up going to the ER. Thanks to the chemicals in the spray tan, the allergic reaction forced production to change their makeup products. Can you imagine? I mean, we've both had, I did a story. I mean, you know, I like a spray tan. It's hell, but that would freak me out.
Well, and on a plane to Hawaii, like, there's nowhere to stop.
No.
Like, you're in the air for 6 hours and you're going to be there. Freaky.
So I like, not that I like these stories, but these behind the scenes makeup things. The most famous one that I always think of is The Wizard of Oz. You know, Buddy Epson, who was Jed Clampett and Barnaby Jones. Do you remember, the Beverly Hillbillies? You've heard of the Beverly Hillbillies.
I've heard of them, I'm sorry.
This is way before your time as well. But Jed Clampett was played by a man named Buddy Epson. And Buddy Epson was the original Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. Can you imagine getting that role?
Yeah, all the silver.
This silver makeup, it was made with metal. Back then, the makeup was made from, was it silver, Aaron? Aluminum. Yeah. It was aluminum flakes, and he inhaled the aluminum, and he stopped breathing. So they had to shut down. He was in the hospital for 6 months, and they had to recast him.
What?
And to his dying day, every interview that the great Buddy Epson would give, it broke his heart. He said it was the biggest career disappointment of his life. You can imagine.
And like, you can't do anything about it.
You missed out on being in a beloved movie. Yeah. Oh. Next in the dish, good news for fans of the Serial podcast and, well, for certain families. Adnan Syed is now free. Look at this. After serving more than 2 decades behind bars, prosecutors told the judge they no longer feel confident in the verdict. He was 17 when he got a life sentence for the death of his girlfriend back in 1999. There she is to the right. The Serial podcast, rather, cast doubt on the whole cast about 8 years ago. We all remember sitting in our cars listening to that. Now they have 30 days to determine whether to drop the charges or try him again. I said in our meeting, my prediction is the prosecutors are not going to retry. I think they're going to be like, let's not do this again. But on the flip side, to be fair, the family of the victim was really caught off guard, I guess, by the whole thing, the speed of it, the announcement of it. And that's unfortunate, you know?
Can you imagine? I mean, regardless of what the truth is and what happened, you still lost a family member, and now all of a sudden it's all coming back up again. It'd be difficult.
It's like opening the wounds up all again for them. As happy if you are and you believe Adnan is guilty or innocent,
right?
If you still have to feel compassion for the family of the victim, because it's like, oh, now we got to relive this whole thing again.
Right.
I don't like that.
Right.
And I got to tell you, I went back and forth. That was the brilliance of Serial. You and I have talked about this. I went back and forth. One episode I thought, oh, he's innocent.
Yeah.
The next episode I was like, maybe not.
Right. You never really figure it out. It's not like tied in a bow at the end of that podcast, kind of like the real story.
Yeah. So, and by the way, there is a new 16-minute episode of Serial available right now. But again, please don't turn off our show. Especially because we have some big guests coming up. Who? I'm going to tell you. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. The dish may be over, but we're not done. Coming up next, 3 special guests. Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks are back. They're dropping by to talk about the new season of their hit game show, You Bet Your Life. And after a horrible boating accident over the summer, my friend Justin Sutherland sits down with me to talk about that life-changing experience and what's ahead. That and more when we return. Our next guests are back for the second season of their hit daytime game show, You Bet Your Life. And the new season features just a few changes. Here's a little clip.
What do you want to do?
I'm so tempted to take the money, but I also am like,
You want to win it all. That's
I kind of do, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Pickles?
Well, we've come this far.
We have.
I think we can go farther.
Okay. So that's a yes?
Can I feel your hair?
Can you feel my hair? Yeah, go ahead.
For good luck. That's for good luck, right?
All right. Rub the hose head for good luck. All right.
Okay, I mean, no offense to the guys. No offense to the guys, but where the hell's Pickle? Can we get her? That's Bet Your Life, starring Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks. As they say in the television business, check your local listings. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jay and Kevin. Hi, guys.
What's up? Just sitting there watching Barnaby Jones, waiting to talk to you.
What? I mean, you guys, you know, you guys are so good at live TV. Don't you just love it when you get someone like Pickles? It's a home run, right, Jay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what's fun about this show. You know, last year, a lot of the contestants had never seen the show because obviously you taped and then you put it on the air. So they didn't know what. This year, people have watched the show, so you get a whole new, much more lively group. They understand we're not there to humiliate them, just to have fun with them. And they can win some money, and it really makes it a lot of fun. We add a lot of new elements to it, $1,000 bonus question, and Kev gives them cash. It is one of those, you know, we used to say, hey, you just won $5,000. We go, oh, thank you. But when I go, Kev, give him $5,000. Kev walks over and hands the guy $5,100 bill. People just go crazy. It makes it a lot of fun.
Kevin, are you getting
They really do count the money. They don't just take it for granted. If they don't get the right money, say, hey, we're short, man, you know, so we got to give it to them.
Kev, are you getting that money out of Stephen Brown's pocketbook right there on the set?
That's it.
I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not.
Other than that, what other changes? You know how it is after season one, you kind of retool. Jay, what else is?
Another change you made was, you know, like we'd say, okay, the category today is show tunes. And that guy goes, oh, I don't know anything about show tunes. So we made it so when the two people come out, they get to pick the category. We give them a choice of two categories, show tunes or sport. Okay, I'll take sport. You know, and so this way they have a better chance of winning and not getting discouraged early on.
Are you walking around more, Jay? It seems like I don't always remember you over there by the contestants. Are they just letting you?
Yeah, that's because with COVID, you couldn't get anywhere near anybody. We had to tape during the whole COVID lockdown thing, you know. Now we go over, you can shake hands with the people, you can get a bit more intimate with them. Well, not intimate, that's part of the problem. that's another whole, maybe that's next season. But yeah, but it really is a lot of fun. You can play at home and win, you can win travel vouchers. And, you know, it's hard to give away money. It's amazing. These questions could not be easier. We want you to win. So we give people clues to the secret word, and a lot of times it's funny just the fact that they can't get it. You know, where there's smoke, there's a chimney. No, where there's smoke, there's no.
The secret word isn't really that much a secret.
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious.
No,
but they just won't say. They'll say everything except the secret word.
Yeah, that always makes me laugh.
But you know as well as I do, they freeze up. They see the cameras. They're by you guys, and you think you'd be real good until you're standing next to Jay. You know what I mean?
Well, the odd thing is these people do not freeze up. These people are so unfrozen. I mean, we get a lot of real extroverts in this kind of show, which makes it fun. You get a lot of people that have weird world records, you know. We had a lady on had the most rubber ducks of anybody, and she was very serious about this. Another woman who could crush watermelons with her thighs, which you know, bus drivers, teachers. Oh, and my favorite are people who are members of Mensa and think they're going to win everything. And you realize Mensa people are smart, but most of them don't know popular culture. So when they can't even guess who Jay-Z is, it's very funny to watch.
Jay, where the hell are y'all getting your contestants from? You got watermelon and hips.
Minneapolis, surprisingly. Most come from the Minneapolis area. They figure if they watch Jason, that's what we want.
Yeah. You got him at the state fair, I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Guys, thank you so much. Good luck on season 2.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddies. You Bet Your Life airs weekdays at 3 on Fox 9. Head to youbetyourlife.com for showtimes if you're watching us at our other affiliates. And by the way, haven't said this in a while, hello to our new affiliate. We were in Wisconsin for a while, then the station got sold to a bazillionaire, and then they put on, I don't know, Ricky Lake or something. But now we're back in Eau Claire, and is Ricky Lake still on? No, it was the 90s, right? Yeah. Now we're back in Eau Claire and La Crosse. So hello, Wisconsin. The CW, we're glad to be back. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment with Justin Sutherland. Welcome back. Well, look who's here. Our next guest is one of the most well-known chefs in the Twin Cities, and I'm going to say in the country as well. And now he's out with a new book. Give it up for my buddy, Chef Justin Sutherland, everyone. Hi, buddy.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Really good to see you. Mine doesn't do that.
So, what's been going on?
It has been quite the summer, Jason.
Nothing much happened there.
Yeah,
Nothing?
geez.
No, all kidding aside, obviously, you know, Justin was in the headlines July 3rd. A horrific boating accident. First of all, how are you?
I mean, all things considered, doing pretty good. I mean, best case scenario on most things, but there's still a long road to go on a lot of stuff.
What do you and Justin and I are legit friends, so I you know, what do you remember about that day?
I mean, honestly, I remembered everything. I mean,
do you?
It was a beautiful, perfect, day. And then, I mean, I remember everything from hitting the water to getting swam back to the boat and then getting to the ambulance. And then the EMTs and doctors said I was fully conscious all the way until they put me out for surgery. I don't remember anything from the ambulance till when I woke up after, and I don't remember feeling anything. But they said I was chatty and awake the whole time.
Were you?
They used the word
What's
chatty.
Up? What's going on? How you doing? I can totally see you like that.
And they said I kept demanding my cell phone.
Did you?
That's what they say.
Give me my cell phone. But you kind of answered my second question. I know this seems very simple, but this is, you don't remember any of the pain?
Not a single piece. It's wild.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
Because I will say, you know, I've seen pictures. Justin and I were texting, and I was like, oh,
I know.
Horrific.
That's why when I saw them too, I was like, wow, this is.
I was gonna say, what was your reaction? And what you're looking at right now, y'all, mild. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
What was your? Because you still are, you all will always be, but just to be, Justin's a very good-looking guy, and you are, but on a very human level, yeah. But on a very human level, I thought about this as someone who loves you and as a friend of yours. What was that moment like for you mentally when you had to look at what had happened for the first time?
It was wild. Like,
yeah.
It's still, you know something happened. You're still drugged up and kind of out of it. You know, and that first time when they showed me those pictures, and I was like, geez, this was serious. No wonder everybody that saw me had that reaction that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
You know.
What was recovery like?
I mean, we're still pretty deep in it. I mean, I probably got a year of physical therapy on my arm till I can get any use there. I'm at about 80% vision in my left eye back. That's slowly creeping back. So it's.
Do they think it'll come back fully?
They do. There's still a lot of swelling behind there that's putting pressure on. They think that's what it is, but until the swelling really comes down, they won't know.
And I mean this is front. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, seriously. I mean, my goodness. Good doctor. I mean, great.
I mean, Regions was amazing. I mean, fantastic surgeons, doctors, all the way through. I can't thank them enough. I still haven't eaten solid food in 9 weeks now, and that's
seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I have 5 metal plates in my face, and this is all brand new. I can't put any pressure on my teeth, so I've lost about 14 pounds trying to drink protein shakes all day.
And let me say, Justin didn't have 14 to lose to begin with. And that's a compliment, yeah.
So that's the worst part right now.
Let's talk about the positive, and that is, and I saw it, I was on a plane, I'll tell you, I was on a plane when I saw you on Insta that day. And I'm flipping through it, I'm like, oh, look, Justin's having fun, like, you know. And then I got off the plane and I heard about the accident. The positive is the support. Wow, you talk about the restaurant industry and especially the local, and and I know, good people.
Yes.
And they came out in droves for you. What did that feel like?
Incredible. I mean, it was emotional. I mean, just nothing but just gratitude. And, sometimes you don't, we touch a lot of people in our lives, especially being in positions like you are, being in, public facing, like both of us. But sometimes you don't realize the people that you've crossed paths with and the lives that you've impacted. Because, I mean, the people that came together, still, I'm just eternally grateful.
Were you surprised by the number? Were you surprised by, like, maybe you got a message in the hospital or something that just, were you constantly blown away by the love?
Every single day. Absolutely. And I didn't, and they kept my phone away from me for a while. My parents didn't want me, I didn't,
That shocks me about your mom. Shocks me that she did that.
She would not let me have my phone in the hospital. So, it was a little over a week and a half till I first kind of saw what was happening out there. And I, definitely broke down.
More with Justin when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Yeah, I can see your mom doing that. Give me your damn phone. Welcome back. We're here with Chef Justin Sutherland, who has a new book out. Tell the folks about the book.
Today is book launch day, so as of today, officially an author.
There it is, Northern Soul.
Northern Soul. Just everybody knows I love to do Southern food, but I also am a proud Northerner, so I don't want to make the Southerners mad, think that I'm trying to take something. So it's my it's my versions of classic Southern food. A lot of the stuff we do at Handsome Hog, and that we've been known for.
How does it? I mean, look, you've been on 4, 5, 6 different shows. People know you. But I was talking to Stephanie Hansen about this. There's something different about a book, about being. Right. Is there a different level of pride for you? The fact that you're now you have a book, man. You have a book.
It's funny. Stephanie sent me that same message very similarly. But yeah, I think because it's such a process. I mean, this has been 2.5 years. It was pre-pandemic when the publishers called me, and I was like, well, I probably have nothing to do for the next 2 years, so I'll start writing a book. And then had the busiest 2 years ever. But it's definitely a different feeling when they send you that first copy in the mail and you touch it. And
Justin, what is I know a little bit from Stephanie, but what is the process? What was the process like for you? Is it a collection? Is Northern Soul a collection of recipes that have inspired you? What is it exactly?
Yeah, I think it's equal part recipe book and kind of story book. I got to J.D. Fratsky, another great chef and friend around here. He's a fantastic writer, so he was kind of my writing partner on this. And we sat around, drank bourbon, and just told stories about different cooking experiences, different recipes, different family stories, and really tried to impart a lot of storytelling as well, along with the recipes I've been known for.
You don't like bourbon. I know. That's funny here. So do you like the cover's great, man?
Thank you.
That's a great cover. I love that. What's now restaurant-wise, what's next for you? What are you working on? I know you're not sitting still, so
No, never. We just opened Northern Soul, the restaurant in Minneapolis, down on the rooftop at Ty's. So that's, again, a lot of recipes from the book in Southern. And then we have a sandwich shop called Big E that will be national. Our first one actually opened in Portland because the Minneapolis location wasn't ready in time, but 2 in Minneapolis. We're looking in Oakland. We're looking in Nashville. So
I asked you that on purpose because not only I want people to know where to find you, but I've said for years, and I think, and you go out to the coast a lot, is the reputation of the Twin Cities as a food city, is it solidifying finally with the people on the coast that used to refer to us as flyover country? Are you feeling that with the presence of like you and Gavin and Ann? Right. You know what I mean? Are you feeling that?
We're definitely getting there. I mean, people, at least there's recognition for names or places, from the Twin Cities and Minneapolis that are, resonating in people's minds now. It's not just that, where's Minnesota?
Yeah, exactly. You're putting us on the map, for heaven's sake. I mean,
seriously,
a lot of us are. You are. I mean, people just, you think of food cities like, oh, Dallas and Nashville, but it's like, no, we are a destination, and it's because of people like you. I mean, it's truly, so you're picking that up finally.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, we're getting there. We're still not where we should be, I think.
But. Yeah. You were just on Tamron and Rachel Ray.
Yep.
I love Rachel. What is Rachel? What is Rachel Ray like, Justin? I know you've been on there before, but what's she?
It was my 4th time on there, and I love Rachel. I mean, you can just tell she's a pro. She's been doing it forever. And she just, it's just, I think she films like 2 or 3 episodes a day sometimes.
She does?
She is amazing.
Oh, yeah, we do one and we're out of here. That's it. We're just, we're out of here. We're not going to do any. We might do 2, right, Aaron? If we get, we may keep Justin around and do another episode. I know,
I'll stay. But love Rachel.
What do you find the most joy in? Do you like the TV gigs?
I do. I do honestly love it. And now, I have my new show, Taste the Culture, where I get to be an executive producer on.
That's right.
So
You're behind the scenes now. Do you like that?
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes directing myself,
yeah.
which is great. But no, I love that, So I get to be a little bit more control of the voice that I'm putting out there and the stories I want to tell.
Tell the folks about that show. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, Taste the Culture. It's on the Turner Networks, TBS, TNT, True TV, Delta flights, and HBO Max. So if you can fly, you can watch it on Delta.
Wait, my favorite thing is, I don't know if it's your Instagram, but my favorite thing is people sending Justin pictures of them watching Justin on Delta flights. That's
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do it myself just to see if the flight attendant's like,
do you put your own show on?
No.
Anybody behind me recognize that that's me on my monitor? Yeah. You should do that. Of course you should.
The first time, I'm not going to lie, the first time it came out, I did.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt the concept of the show. I'm sorry, I interrupted you there.
Yeah. So I get to kind of travel around the country and, take the spotlight off myself and help tell immigrant stories in the BIPOC food space, female-owned businesses. There's just so many amazing stories from farming to, alcohol and spirits to restaurants that don't get the attention that, people like me sometimes get, or, people who have shows, but they're doing amazing things out there in our country. So I get to kind of get out and tell those stories.
I know that you and I feel similarly. It means a lot to Justin to use this goofy platform that we have to shine a light on people that don't automatically get the platform. So
exactly.
I know that means a lot to you.
It does.
And it means a lot to me that you were here. And I know it's not fun talking about the story, and you could be in a lot of places, so I just want to say on a personal level, it means a lot to me that you stopped by here.
I appreciate it. It means a lot that you had me.
Justin Sutherland, get a copy, get that book. There it is right there, Northern Soul, wherever books are sold. Go to all 80 of his restaurants, follow Justin, and please watch him on Delta flights. Thank you, and take a picture. We'll be right back, everybody, wrapping things up right after this. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you all later. Welcome back. You ready?
Yep.
It is time for the world's shortest segment. And we'll be right back. I'm just joking. Something new from SJP. She acts, she makes shoes, she makes wine. Now get ready for SJP wallpaper. Sarah Jessica Parker is launching a wallpaper line with the company Wall Shop. It includes 15 different prints. She created the designs with her longtime friend and interior designer Eric Hughes. She styled homes for stars like my ex-wife Katie Couric, Lauren Graham, and Andy Cohen. Congrats. We'll be right back. Back after this. Yeah, I'd buy her wallpaper. Wallpaper's back, you know. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works? We don't know what's in this segment until right now. Today, an overly excited girl at a safari park in Tennessee. Watch as this three-year-old starts feeding an ostrich, sticking its head through the car window. Oh my goodness! Soon the girl tries hugging the ostrich. Her mom had to tell her to let the ostrich go so it could breathe. Oh! The safari park says the ostriches aren't aggressive, they're just looking for food. That would totally be me. Look at her.
Does baby girl have a mullet?
And also, I love the fact that that little girl has a mullet.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say.
Baby girl got a mullet.
Forget the bird. Forget the hugging. I'm focused on the mullet. That's what I'm focused on.
It's like a little junior mullet.
Can you get a mullet next season?
Go away.
Okay. I'm going away right now because our show's over. Tomorrow, our good friends, the Potash Twins, will join us live. Plus, Stephanie Hansen, she's our good friend, joins us live from her van down by the river.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody.